myself to push and never stop. I've been stressed out, watching both these hands around the clock. With my eyes wide, trying to get the painter in my shot. Whole world getting blurry to me, answers getting lost. So I watch my back and keep it moving to the front. And remember that the world's yours, do it how you want. You've been waiting here for too long, think it's time for you to move on. Realize that there's real lies in these real times to be strong.
Waiting all my life, and it was right before my eyes. Watching all this time slip by, now I realize. You know I've been waiting, you know I've been waiting, you know I've been waiting, waiting, I've been waiting, you know I've been waiting, wait for me.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Your boy Master Chief Destroyer here. Currently eating a sandwich right now while I'm recording. This is r/entitled Parents episode 5. So this one is titled, "How dare you show my kid a 6-year like that now give me your effing phone." Note, on mobile again, so sorry for the bad formatting. Also, this was 2 years ago, so the story is based on what I remember. Background. In early April 2017, I broke my ankle in off-season wrestling practice. I was in the worst kind of boot that you could get, aka the boot that is 2 parts and you have to constantly pump air into it if you want to take it off. Ugh. Sounds like a pain. Cast EM is entitled Mom. Me, well, it's me, obviously. K is Chrissy / my sister. J is Jordan. Z is Zoe. Or Zoe, or I don't know. IK is innocent kid, and SG is security guard. So, my younger sister and our 2 friends, who are also neighbors, wanted me to come to our local mall with them. I said yes because I was planning on going to GameStop to get Overwatch. This was about week 2 in the boot, so my grandma picked us up and dropped us off at the malls. They wanted to run around, but I decided to maintain a pace I could handle. I mean, I could still bench press, so they wanted to wander off for a bit and let me rest my ankle. They did so, and I pulled out my iPhone and started Netflix. I decided to watch NCIS, and here comes Innocent Kid. This conversation follows. Innocent Kid is hi, me hey, and he asks, "What are you watching?" NCIS. Can I watch? I don't know, please. Okay, come over here. He walks to the side of the couch I was on, and I restart the episode, Season 3, Episode 8. Which I immediately regret as soon as entitled Mom comes in and sees me and the kid watching the beginning where Denozo and Ziva had to fake, And then this conversation happens. What the F are you showing my kid? NCIS? Bullcrap. I've seen every episode of NCIS and I've never seen that before. You must have skipped a few episodes, and besides, they're not really doing it. They're faking it. And you think it's okay to show my son that? I mean, it aired on TV. How dare you show my son that? I demand compensation. Crap. I wanted to run, but I couldn't with my boot on. I loosened my boot and slipped it off without making a sound. I'm sorry, but I gotta go. I started running. I had an ankle brace on, so I didn't cause a lot of damage to my ankle. And I tried running, but with a limp, I couldn't go far. EM proceeds to run up to me fast and kicks me in my bad ankle. I screamed and fell to the ground. I was crying. Can't stand up to me now, can you? I was sobbing, but then I heard my sister Chrissy. God, I cannot talk today, good lord. OP, I then heard Jordan. What happened? He stole my phone and I gave him what he deserved. Chrissy and Zoe run to me still sobbing. You okay? Sobbing. Yeah. You don't look okay. Me, no crap. A security guard comes over after hearing reports of an altercation. What happened? I was watching Netflix with that kid in there until she cuts me off. He tried to steal my phone and he ran after me in an attempt to kill me. SG believes EM for a moment until he sees my boot by where I was sitting and sees my ankle. Right. And you expect a kid with a hurt ankle to run normally to attack you? EM realizes her mistake. She attempts to run, but she gets tackled by Jordan. As I was saying, and how did you end up on the ground? I took my boot off to run, and then she swiped at my broken ankle, taking me to the ground. Want to press charges? Nah, I'm 2 weeks from getting out of the effing thing. Anyways, God, I hate that boot. IK runs over to me. I'm so sorry about that. Kid, you didn't do anything wrong. I got helped up, and I limped back to my seat and got my boot on. I decided to try to live with the boot for 2 more weeks. Then I just have another 2 weeks until I'm fully healed. EM did get arrested for assault on a minor, child abuse, and attempted theft. The entitled mother lost custody of the innocent kid, and her husband filed for divorce. I exchanged numbers and gamer tags with the IK, and we play pretty often. Man, if Agent Gibbs saw my day of escape, he would have Gibbs slapped me so hard. Oh, God, I remember that. That's funny. What most of you guys don't know is I used to love watching NCIS. I still do to this day. But anytime DiNozzo did something so stupid, Gibbs would literally come up to him and smack him on the backside of the head. It was the funniest thing I had ever seen. Oh, good Lord. Okay, this one was 41 minutes ago. Entitled mom tries to get $1,000 from us after we hit her car. This is about 10 years ago, so the details are a bit blurry. My mom and I were leaving Walmart after spending a few $100s on groceries and other such things. We were pretty close to the store, so when my mom was backing out, she failed to notice the small car parked in the fire lane. Oh. At the front of the store. Bear in mind that my mom just bought a new Chevy Suburban only days prior, so having driven a sedan before, she wasn't used to it yet. When we drive away, bystanders had to flag us down, telling us that we hit somebody. My mom could have just kept driving, but she stopped. We get out of our car, and out of her car comes entitled mother. I'm not really sure if she is just a mom. If she is a mom, because there was no one else in the car, but I just assume so. EM is entitled mom, M is my mom. She looks at us furious and starts spewing out a whole bunch of nonsense, but this was all I could make out, not to be prejudiced, but she was African American and fit all the stereotypes. You hit my mother effing car, you dumb... I don't even know how to censor that. I honestly... Dumb B word. I'm sorry, ma'am. I didn't notice. Look what the F you just did, pointing to the barely visible dent in her rear passenger door. Well, you're not supposed to be parking there under it. I don't give an F what you think, B. You're paying for this S. Oh, God. With the whole YouTube policy crap, I can't really swear anymore, so I'm working on that. She then proceeded to get the police officer assigned to the Walmart by knocking on the glass and spews some more nonsense. The officer steps out and analyzes the situation. He then turns to us and asks for our side of the story. My mom tells him that she was parked in the fire lane and that we didn't even notice that we hit her car until some bystanders told us. The officer tells us that because she was parked where she wasn't supposed to be anyway, he's not going to write us a ticket, but to simply give her some cash, that will be the end of it. So we ask how much is enough, and EM spouts $500, which my mom thinks is ridiculous, but she agrees to it in order to avoid any further confrontation. So we drive to a nearby bank with the entitled mom and the officer tailing us. Sorry, I cannot talk. Why? We go to the ATM and withdraw the $500 cash. My mom notices EM glaring behind us. Keep in mind, we weren't rich by any means, but my mom had a good paying job and had just gotten paid the day before. When we give her the cash, she then yells at us demanding more money. Heck nah. I need more than that. I need $1,000. $500 is what we agreed upon. I'm not giving you any more than that. But you don't even need that crap. I see yo bank. Bruh. Excuse me? What? I'm... what I make, it is none of your business. This is what we agreed upon. That's what you're getting. Okay. Sorry, guys. I had to think on that one for a bit. The officer has to intervene. Oh. Crap. Didn't mean to do that. Intervene, taking our side once again. We hand her the money and we all go about our business. And again, I don't mean to make assumptions about her, but I'm fairly sure she was making assumptions about us. Yeah, that sounds... Oh no. EM picks up stroller with sleeping baby, then yells at the mom. I'm a nanny. This week there was a teacher work day, so I took my kids, ages 4 and 6, to the local children's museum. I'll repeat, children's museum. It was a stroller city because what do kids ride around in? Strollers. Here's the cast of the characters. EM is entitled Mom. ED is entitled Mom's daughter of roughly 7 years. BM is baby's mom. Baby equals baby of maybe 6 or 7. Sorry, 6 or 7 months. Excuse me. Good Lord. The Children's Museum has a concession area where you can get a selection of snacks. I purchased each of my kids a granola bar and an apple juice. Healthy, but I think the apple juice has like a lot of sugar in it, so... And we sat down at a table near the register to eat our food. A few minutes after sitting down, I witnessed an entitled mom berate this sweet young mom. And in the line, there was this BM with her jogging stroller and sleeping baby. Directly behind her was the entitled mom and the entitled daughter. Entitled mom looks at the baby's mom and says, "Can you move your stroller so that my daughter can stand closer to the front of the line?" Oh no, BM is, "Oh no, I'm sorry, I need to keep my stroller and baby with me. But since the stroller is with me, it doesn't affect your place in line. Your stroller is keeping my daughter from getting closer to the front. Just move it out of the line." "I'm sorry, I can't do that. I need to keep my stroller with me." And then EM picks up the stroller with the sleeping baby and drops it outside of the line. Obviously, the baby wakes up and starts crying. "Excuse me, why did you just do that? That's my baby. Why did you bring your baby here? This is a children's museum, not a baby's museum." Baby's mother is now holding the crying baby. There are lots of things for her to do here. There's an entire infant area, and she enjoys the water exhibit. Then it was time for the baby's mom to order. She picked up a bottled water, yogurt parfait, and a chocolate chip cookie. I mean, the water, healthy, the yogurt parfait and the chocolate chip cookie, not so much. You entitled mom, "You can't take the last chocolate chip cookie. My daughter wants it, and your baby can't even eat food yet." "What? I have a bottle for my daughter." "The cookie is for me. I'm certain they'll bring out more fresh cookies in a few minutes." The entitled mom, "Chocolate chip cookies are children's food. You can't eat the last cookie. My daughter really wants it." The baby's mother ignored her. At this point, was trying to balance a crying baby on her hip and digging out her wallet from her diaper bag. At this point, another woman walked up to her and offered to help pay by holding the baby. The baby's mom paid and then turned around to take her baby back when EM started yelling about the damn cookie again. The baby's mom looked at the entitled daughter after she had paid for the cookie to eat herself. Graciously handed it to the entitled daughter with a nice, "Here you go, sweetie." But then the baby's mom went to pull the stroller away from the register. This is when the entitled mom stuck her foot out in the path of the stroller for literally no legitimate reason after the baby's mother had purchased a cookie for her entitled daughter. And and baby's mom was like, "Excuse me, ma'am, can you please move your foot? Don't you dare run over my foot." I'm trying not to. Can you please move your foot so that I can roll my stroller away?" EM refused to move, so with her one free hand, BM physically lifted the stroller over EM's foot. With a lot of effort, she made it to an open table and was eventually able to rock her baby back to sleep. The concession stand put out fresh chocolate chip cookies roughly 15 minutes later, as my kids were finishing their snacks, so I bought 2 cookies for the baby's mom, and she was so grateful. Okay, yeah, I have to agree with that. That's so dumb. Let's see, what else do we got? Oh, I reacted to this one. Oh my god. Airsoft Entitled Parent Part 2. So a couple of days earlier, I went to my friend's family farm to play Airsoft again, because why not? And then we play Airsoft with the same guys from a month ago, and the entitled kid shows up again with the MK14 he stole, painted neon green and orange. At this point, everyone was mad. One guy piped up telling him, hey, I'm not even going to say that one. Fortnite. I don't know. I can't really censor that. Back with you. Okay, the formatting on mobile is ridiculous. With your mama to tell us how you know guns better, everyone started mocking him, holding their guns to one another, giving them the wrong names like the entitled kid did a month ago. We tell the EK to leave, but he won't, so we go get friend's dad. Leave now, you aren't welcome here. My dad said I had to come over to... Your dad doesn't determine that. Wait, that's my son's rifle, you dirty thief. He grabs the rifle from him and is disgusted what he did to it. Friend said, who the F paints a gun neon green? Not to mention my son's. EK goes crying, I'm sorry, I was going to say I was going to come here to give it back. Not in this condition, you're paying for it. You better leave and never come back here again. It was hilarious to see a 12-year-old in full airsoft gear crying while leaving the yard. A couple of days later, the entitled kid's dad drives to my friend's farm to return all the stolen airsoft guns. I was amazed by all the guns he had stolen. He stole a 50 cal Barrett. How the heck did he get past FD's radar? A couple of M9 pistols and a P220. These guns he stole were expensive, and he painted them all to look like a effing Nerf gun. I couldn't believe EK had the nerve to steal these airsoft guns and paint them. FD's face was staring at EK's tear-streaked face the whole time as entitled kid's dad put all the weirdly painted guns onto the porch. And as compensation, the entitled kid had to sell all his actual guns, a crappy $20 M4 with missing parts, which he used to shoot me when I passed his house, and all of his game consoles. I got money for the M203 EK broke, and he had to pay for the MK14 $500. Entitled kid ended up paying twice his father's paycheck, a joke entitled kid's dad made. And he was beat up by the other kids he stole from at school, and EM had to go to the school to pick up her 12-year-old son, who was now the most avoided kid and the biggest mama's boy, and EM screamed at all the kids who hit EK, which got her kicked out. And the kids who hit EK were suspended for the rest of the week. But I did not get involved because I got my $100 M203 replaced when EK's dad paid for it. I used the $100 for a new airsoft revolver and used the rest for a new grip on my MK18 because the M203 was 40% of the already heavy rifle. And the school caught EK trying to steal again, stealing my lunch money from my locker, getting him expelled. So he got sent to the alternative school nearby, which was for expelled/failing kids. Wow. Moron. EM and EB tried to steal kids' Nintendo 2DS and Pokemon game. EM is entitled mom, EB is entitled brat, GM is good mom, innocent child, IC, me obviously, TL is team leader. Coworker, my mate as well, P, police. Oh boy, this ought to be good. I work at a Tesco Express family. God, I cannot talk today. Tesco Express, mainly late night shift. 3 till 11 at night, and I'm quite comfortable with it. The shop I'm working at is at a seaside resort with a lovely beach and is quite a lovely town. I rarely have any problems as these, but to be honest, I think anything can happen when working with the public. It was nighttime, around 9-ish. I was working on counting the scratch cards to see how much money was made during the day. When I noticed a woman and a child was coming up to the shop, the child was wearing what appeared to be football clothing, including football boots. I can only guess that he came from practice or something. At the same time, he was playing his Nintendo 2DS XL with white and orange model. The woman approached my till and asked if we sell any ibuprofen. I told her yes, and pointed her where they were located. At the same time, I noticed this kid was playing Pokemon, either Alpha Sapphire or Omega Ruby, and I asked him how many badges he had. He said 3 with a lovely smile and went with his mom to get some ibuprofen. Immediately afterwards, a mother with her son walked into the shop. Their eyes were gazed upon the woman and the child with a hint of narcissistic stare on the mother towards them. She approached my counter and me, what can I do to help? She cuts me out. That child there, was that a 2DS that flips open? Yes, why? Did it have a Pokemon screen also? From what I saw, yes. Why do you ask? That's the one. Right, okay. Leaves and follows the same way the other mom went. Quite bizarre to be asked those questions. I thought to myself, immediately became quite concerned while doing the scratch cards. I kept my eyes and ears open. I see the EM and entitled brat walk toward the mother and the child and said, is that a white and orange 2DS with Pokemon? Yes, it belongs to my son. No, I bought it for my son. We just got it from Amazon. My son's 2DS was stolen and yours is exactly like his as well as his game. That's the one. Just because your son's device was stolen doesn't give you the right to take others. Plus, what proof do you have? That's the exact same one, color, and I know what my son looks like. Even the game itself. Now, are you going to give it to him, or you're not taking anything from him? He's got my Alpha Sapphire. I realized this was going to be a problem. I rang the bell for other staff members to help. The moment I exit my counter, the EM has pushed the GM to the side and was trying to steal the innocent child's 2DS. At the same time, the entitled brat was doing the same thing, but pulling his head and hitting him. The innocent child held tight, but was crying in pain from the EM digging her nails into the poor kid's hands, just trying to get him to let go of the 2DS. I immediately ran towards them and grabbed both of the entitled mom and child, and I put my arm around her neck and grabbed the back of EM shirts and pulls them away from the innocent child. I put a bit of distance from them and between them and the innocent child. Me. What do you think you're doing? That belongs to my son. What proof do you have? Looks directly at the innocent. Listen here, you give my son that 2DS or you'll effing regret it. It's mine. The entitled brat tries to rush past me and get to the IC innocent child, who was crying his eyes out. I quickly stopped him by grabbing his shirt. At the same time, the EM rushed and tried hitting me. I grabbed one of the woman's arms while the general manager grabbed... Good mom? Or something? I don't know. Let go of my son, you effer. At the time, the TL and the coworker had arrived and restrained both women from hurting each other anymore. What the F is going on here? He attacked me. Yes, and he was protecting the thief that stole my son's game while I was shopping. She was clearly lying to the TL, trying to make it look like, or trying to make it that the innocent child had stole the 2DS from his entitled brat while they were shopping. He came in with the 2DS and game. How could he have stolen the game from me when he and his mom came into the shop with it first? You attacked my son. You will be effing sorry for when I get the police. I explained to my team leader alongside with the help of GM and the innocent child and the EMs was that the EM's son, which isn't on there for some odd reason, was trying to steal the kid's 2DS while at the same time hurting him badly. We also realized that the innocent child had some pretty bad scratches on his hands and was bleeding. We also had CCTV and we asked him to check the footage. Team leader grabs the first aid kit from me and for Good Mom to help treat the innocent child's wounds while he goes to call police and check CCTV. Good Mom and me begin treating the innocent child's scratches and trying to clear his tears. Why are you helping him? Oh, shut up, you cow. EM tried to charge her, but my friend held her back. You shut up. I should have broke the little crap's hands. He stole my Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. Friend and me got a bit curious about this and decided to examine the kid's 2DS. We made a huge discovery. It was Pokemon Omega Ruby. Me, you said Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. Yeah, it's my son's favorite game. This is Pokemon Omega Ruby. So, it's a completely different version. It's the same thing. No, it isn't. The entitled brat tried what we didn't realize until then. He went around the shop floor to get to the innocent child while we were dealing with the EM. The entitled brat tried to snatch the 2DS, but the innocent child had the strap on him. I grabbed his shirt and dragged him away. He then started screaming and was kicking my ankles, but I managed to restrain him. The entitled mother, stop hurting him! The CEO was still holding her back, and the EM couldn't do anything. I took the entitled brat toward her mother and held him tight so he wouldn't try anything again. At the same time, the entitled mother began biting my friend's shoulder and was forced to push her away. I got really pissed off at this cow and shouted at her. You assaulted a child, falsely accused him of theft, tried to steal from him, and you bit my friend. I don't care what you think. You assaulted my son and assaulted me. If you're not going to do anything about it, I'll effing trash the shop. Not gonna happen. You're a complete loony. Want a smack? She pulls on one of her fists up and threatens him. My coworker's no pushover. My friend is a bodybuilder and at the same time competes in muscle shows. He is basically a gorilla, but when he's wearing a jacket that covered his muscles, he wasn't taking any crap anymore, so he took off his jacket to reveal his muscles. You really want to effing go? The EM realized she made a big mistake, made no more threats towards my coworker. The police arrived in some time, and the EM went towards them and began screaming, arrest them! Wait, calm down. The staff assaulted me, my son, and they stole my son's 2DS and won't give it back. Okay, calm down, come with me. No, arrest them now. The effing lunatic. They're effing lunatics and they stole my son's 2DS. Arrest them now. Police tried to calm her down and warned her about shouting. She was then escorted towards the police car while we had to talk to the other officer about the incident. We showed them the CCTV footage and the damage the woman has done to the kid and the bite mark on my coworker's shoulder. Say to stay safe, we had the evidence for the police to arrest the woman for assault, theft, and false accusation. Thanks to the police as well as the entitled brat was taken as well. I haven't received any harm or damage from that crazy woman, but the innocent child was basically in tears. Seeing the amount of scratches and bruises he got from those two was by far devastating, and to think someone would go out of their way to hurt the poor kid. Me and my team decided to treat the kid with one of the toy magazines. He picked the Pokemon magazine as well as a few goodies, but I don't think it was enough since he was still pretty shocked about the whole thing and was still crying. Jesus, Martha, that's ridiculous. Honestly, guys, that is actually absolutely ridiculous. But anyways, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta go grab something. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure to hit the like button, comment, subscribe, hit the bell next to my subscribe button so that way you never miss a video. And that way you'll become part of #DestroyerNation and Notification Squad. And I will see you guys in the next video. Keep on rocking Destroyer Nation. Peace out.
Got your feet both fly. You get to fly with me. I can take you down for a ride. baby.
Bye.